All right. This is our first show that we've done in like a very long time.
Yeah, a while. I mean, what is it?
Let's
2
get
years? Longer? Okay. What was that?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh God. Okay. And the memes have not stopped coming.
No, the memes
on
are definitely
Mike's side.
coming.
Yeah.
The memes are coming hard and heavy.
Oh dear. Well, maybe we don't need to carry on then. I don't know. I mean, I was looking forward to this, but if it's going to be like just memes all over the place, then
Oh no, definitely memes. Okay,
okay.
but we're trying to get back. We got a couple ideas for shows. They're all going to be AI themed. So we'll do a couple shows in a row here that are
Yeah.
AI themed.
Don't forget what I want to call it.
Which is what?
Adventures in AI.
No, that's not what we decided, is it?
No, that's. I think Adventures in AI is snappy. It's catchy.
No.
I think
We'll
get the
talk about
clicks.
that later.
Let's ask like ChatGPT or Claude or something.
That's a good idea. All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
let's get into it.
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 Let's get into it. And let's get into it.
So let's just kind of get into it.
Let's get into it.
Oh dear Lord. What? Yeah. All right. Well. Okay. So the idea is we've been talking about wanting to do another, like record something else for a while, and scheduling is a pain. But then Mike and I have been chatting, and some interesting things came up. We're both kind of getting, well, Mike more than me, are getting well into AI.
Super into it.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's pretty cool. It's got some, I can see big things.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
yeah.
Like every
we've got-
day I'm blown away. I cannot overstate how revolutionary this technology is. I mean, it's crazy. Like everything you think you can do that's better now is I don't know how to say, like the things that I've been able to do at work using AI, deploy entire projects, create content, do database work. I mean, I had a case the other day where I just said to AI, "Hey, find me all the accounts whose revenue changed today." Boom, just brought up the list. Went out on its own, accessed our data warehouse, decided what query to run, and just gave me the answer. It was incredible,
Yeah.
and I do this every day. Sorry, go ahead.
What? No, I'm the same. I think that it's a really interesting time because it's making development or like creating things fun again and doing things with tech like actually fun again. It's been a long time since I felt that kind of sense of joy of like creating something.
I know.
I'm an Android developer now, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I'll tell that in another episode. The story of my Android app, but yeah, it feels like back when I started learning about the internet and stuff. And like the first time I learned about DNS and I read a book about regular expressions, it was just like, oh my God, I can do so much with this. This is so cool. I can actually, and it gave me that kind of energy to sit down and spend my own time doing cool things. And yeah.
I've really been struck though. I don't feel as close to the code. So in the past, I built a data warehouse project, hand coded the entire thing. If somebody asked a question, I knew what the answer was. Now I coded it with Claude, and or Claude coded it with my supervision, I guess. And now people ask me a question, I have to go to the documentation to find out because I didn't do it by hand. I feel very separated from it.
Yeah, it is very much like being a manager, I think, and having a developer do stuff for you, or being like a client of a contractor, like a full stack contractor.
Just, hey, do this for me. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's really good. I mean, there's still challenges, but so good. I have an intern, and I want him to deploy an app to Google Cloud Run Jobs. And I was going to say, maybe do it manually the first time so you have that experience. But then I thought, have the experience doing it with Claude. That's what's going to be valuable to you in the future. So I don't know. Crazy world.
One of the problems we talked about is that there's going to be a big skills gap. At the moment, it's important to know and to be able to see when it makes mistakes and when it does something wrong. And like I use like PHP for some of the stuff I'm getting it to do, because I can tell whether what it's created is correct or not, whether it's good enough. And there's been a couple of times where it's like, mostly it's better than I would have written, to be honest. But it's good to have that security, because sometimes LLMs will get it wrong and badly wrong, which is what I wanted to talk about. A little story I want to tell in a minute. But yeah, in general, amazing.
And it's getting better. Like I find myself checking less and less.
Yeah.
Where I have to provide guidances when it'll still get caught in loops every once in a while. I have to say, no, step back. This is what we want to do. It's still very sycophantic. It very much wants to agree. If I ask it, why did you do this? It'll say, oh, you're right. Why don't I change that? Like, no. Just, I'm asking. Don't change it.
Do you know what's interesting though is one thing that I thought was sort of really dumb is everybody's adding AI to everything. And I thought, oh, that's just awful. I don't like it. I don't want AI to be everywhere. But now that I've sort of started to embrace things, I kind of find it useful. Like just today, I opened up the Dev Console in Chrome, and I noticed it had a little AI thing in there. What I wanted to do was find out when I was streaming a video in some knowledge-based thing, and I wanted to find out when the video was created, just to give me some context on like how old the information was. And usually I would like search through for an element or look at the network request for the last updated header or whatever. And this time I just said, can you find out when this was created? And it said, no, there's no. And I said, can you look through the metadata in the page? Okay, examine the HTTP headers for the network requests. And it just, a little nudging, and it found it for me. It was great. I didn't have to do any work.
It's wild. I'm almost thinking this is going to be an episode, and then maybe we'll just start recording another episode for the actual story. Because the other thing I wanted to say is, like YouTube, there's all these YouTube videos now that are obviously AI created. And what I've realized recently is if it's good content, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I've found myself watching some of them just because it's actually giving good information and it's well written and it's interesting. And even knowing, and the one, every once in a while I get tricked for a couple seconds on those ones that even now are like talking head videos until you realize the guy's just like staring at the camera and his mouth isn't moving quite right. He has the same hand gestures over and over again.
Yeah.
But again, even still, like some of them are interesting enough that fuck it, I'm going to watch it.
I know. Okay. So here's a bit of heresy for you. I've even started, like, I think I've been quite good so far at recognizing whether something's AI or not. Like I'm usually it's going to get harder and harder. Music, you can tell when it's like, it's sort of catchy and kind of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I don't know. Music, I haven't heard any yet. I don't know. I mean, maybe I have.
I found a couple of tracks which I'm just like, this is AI, but I like it. Okay. This is catchy. This is good.
Yeah. That's wild.
One in particular, there was a bunch of it had a music video with it, and it was a full length track, and you could tell that the individual components of the video were probably AI generated, but they would like stitch together really well. Mm-hmm. But it was great. It was really good. Hang on, I'll see if I can find out what it was called. It was called "Why You Make Me Wait" by Frugit. I'll send you the link. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's funny.
I guess we'll put the link in the description. Maybe I'll try to insert it. I mean, geez, these Iranian propaganda videos, so well done. Totally AI. In fact, I don't know if anybody's noticed by now, but in this very video, both Peter and I are AI generated, which we didn't know how we were going to pull it together, but it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, it's basically what we've been working on this whole time. That's why
for the past 2 years. Yes. Yep. That's what has been said. So the one thing that I feel bad about is YouTube now includes a little AI icon at the bottom of every video. You've seen this, right?
No.
At the bottom of and do not click this if you're watching this video. At the bottom of every video, there's a little Gemini icon, and if you click it, you can ask Gemini, what's this video about? What are the points the author makes? Give me the highlights.
Okay.
And I don't even have to watch the video. So very often I see a video, I think, oh, that's interesting. Click on it, ask for the AI summary, get what I want out of the video, and move on. Yeah. And I feel terrible about that. But at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So I think it's there's a lot of resistance to it because people don't like change, and I think a big part of it is that we have, at least for myself, in programming, for example, I spent 20 years of my life programming. I was a web developer. And now for AI to come along and just do it for me, my initial reaction is like, but I worked hard for that. That's not fair. I want my background to mean something, but it kind of doesn't in a way.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like typing code was not ever the thing that made me a good programmer.
Well,
right?
Maybe.
But I mean, it's interesting to know how to do it, but it's slow and it's clunky. Like it's the logic of it, the control structures, the idea for the program.
I think that's where a lot of the resistance comes from, though. The people kind of like instinctively don't like the fact that they're feeling sort of useless. Like, you say, but they're never going to get it properly right. I need to code it. I need to be close to the code. I need to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. At the same time.
Yeah.
Open some of these software projects and tell me which one was hand coded and which one was created by AI.
And the thing is that humans make mistakes too. And I don't think that AI really makes more mistakes than an average coder would. So
now, the downside is it is absolutely going to put people out of jobs.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
Hopefully they'll find new jobs doing things with AI.
Except
I don't know.
Any job that we could create can also be done by AI.
I don't know. They need to pivot. They need to go to
I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we're going to have to deal with the issue of universal basic income. I mean,
I hope so.
I don't think there's a way around it. And I heard a really interesting. We're definitely doing a second episode with the actual story that we intended to do this episode now. So sorry. But I heard
now
somebody.
We're into universal basic. 2 years later, and we're still banging on about the same thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. When we talk about AI taking jobs, we imagine like it's going to devastate the job market. But it doesn't have to eliminate 50% of jobs. It only has to eliminate like 3 or 4% of jobs, because natural unemployment, at least in the US, I assume, in every developed country, is just like 3 or 4%. If you double that, you've got major problems in your economy. So if AI only eliminates like 3% of jobs or 4% of jobs, that's going to have a huge, huge impact.
Okay, but I will fight back on this one slightly. I think you're right. If you snapped your fingers and did what's his name? Who's the guy in the Marvel movies? Snaps his fingers and everybody disappears.
That's crazy. I'm just going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah, the big purple guy.
Thanos.
Thanos did a Thanos finger snap, and 3% people lost their jobs immediately. Yeah, that would cause chaos. But I don't think it will happen that quickly. It won't be an immediate effect.
I think it's going to happen in the next year or so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it should have happened in the last year, right?
Yeah.
The stuff that's
the AI wasn't good enough, I think, really until like February or March to be a true threat to human jobs. But I think right now it is absolutely there.
Yes, if you have the infrastructure and companies that can adapt and adopt AI quick enough, and they need to figure out how to use it well. I mean, I've been at a few different places and I've seen it used at different levels, and some of it is really integrated into it. But just the humans who have to use AI are still not up to speed, and that's going to take time.
That's I reluctantly admit that that's a good point. So smaller companies that are agile enough to did you write it down? The smaller companies that are agile enough to implement this quickly will be affected, but they also represent a much smaller number of people. So you're probably right. The big, well-established companies are going to be much slower to move into adoption. But this was hopefully a good start. Let's actually stop the recording and we will come back and do the story that we actually meant to do.
It will be an actual adventure in AI.
Yeah. So we'll see everybody in another 2 years.